By 2025, the world's population will reach over 8.1 billion people. Most of that population growth will be concentrated in cities across Africa and Asia. While some regions like Europe will be experiencing slow growth, many up and coming cities are set to see rapid population expansions by that date, 2025. Well, to help paint a detailed picture, this map uses data from the United Nations to rank the top 20 fastest growing cities in the world in terms of average annual growth rate from 2020 to 2025.
Joining us now to explore this subject further are Kingsley Fanwo, who is KOGI State Commissioner for Information and Communications. Good to have you join us to discuss this expanding topic, if you don't mind my expression there. So we're looking at it. A lot of times people associate population explosion with a neglect of the population. Is that the case for you in KOGI State?
Thank you very much, and thank you, viewers around the world. That's not the case. The case in KOGI State is that of right policies, the right projects, the right programs, ensuring security and ensuring peace and unity. So it is a thing that is on the positive side rather than neglect.
But we're also looking at the numbers of people. So it's fast-growing population as well. What would you say is responsible for this growth rate? Are we seeing an improvement in public health, or are we seeing a decline in infant mortality? What exactly is responsible for this fast-growing population that we're witnessing?
Yeah, apart from the health, the improvement in the health sector, the health infrastructure in the state, we also look at a good number of factors that have made it possible for this expansion in population in the state. The state is the city of Lokoja is witnessing 5.93% increase, which shows that it is the fourth fastest growing in the world. So one of the factors is because we have made KOGI the healthcare center of Nigeria. When you look at some of the health facilities that we have, the specialist hospital that we inherited was improved upon in 2017. Now we are scaling it to the state of a tertiary healthcare institution, and that is really helping. Then our health policies in the state is such that we have a very good number of health facilities and infrastructure across the state. You have recently the zonal hospital in Ida that has been raised to the level of a specialist hospital. We're also having zonal hospitals across the state in Gegu, in KOGI local government area, in Isonlu, in Yagba East local government area. And also we are having a referral hospital that is going fine. The project is going fine in Okene and is going to rank among the best in the country. So all of these have come together to ensure that KOGI State becomes the healthcare delivery capital of Nigeria. But apart from that, you have to look at the policies of government too. KOGI is home to all ethnic groups in Nigeria. People come into the state, they are in the civil service, they are in businesses, and also because of the peace in the state. As a result of the improved security architecture in the state, most of the troubled states around Lokoja, they are moving into the state, and because they are finding it to be very peaceful and secured. When you look at the security architecture of the state, we moved the KOGI from the kidnap and crime capital of Nigeria that we inherited in 2016 to become the safest state in Nigeria today. So people want to live where they are safe. Apart from that, you look at the infrastructural development that is taking place too. Just like you identified, there are the positive sides of this explosion and there are also the negative side. But the smart administration of Alhaji Yahaya Bello has ensured that we expand on our infrastructure in the state to be able to accommodate the expanding population growth. So these are some of the factors that have made it possible for us to witness the growth in population that we are witnessing in the state today.
Okay, so you're looking at immigration as well as improved mortality. But let me ask, how well are you doing as concerns COVID vaccination? We know that not up till you were one of the last states, if not the last, to accept COVID-19 vaccines, which is towards the end of March. Your governor was resistant, if I may say so, to the COVID-19 vaccination program.
We have said it over and over again that the welfare, the well-being, the healthcare of the KOGI state is of paramount importance to the government of Alhaji Yahaya Bello. Here is the governor that is building a referral hospital that is priding itself to become the best in the country, having zonal hospitals across the state. We have been able to manage a lot of diseases, a lot of pandemic in the past well. And, you know, we are not, what I think the world should get this very clearly. We are not anti-COVID-19. What we are against is the issue of promoting it. We are concentrating on ensuring that our healthcare infrastructure is top-notch. Now, with all the statistics, with all the allegations, with all the controversies that were twined around the state, you could see that despite all of this, we are still having a state that is one of the fastest growing in the country today. That speaks to the issue of the fact that we are putting a lot of attention on our healthcare delivery as a state. KOGI has rated healthcare as one of the thematic areas that the administration is concentrating on. And that is why you could see today that we are putting in place healthcare infrastructure that could cater for the explosion in population that we are witnessing in the state. So the issue of COVID-19, as far as we are concerned, is just a controversy that people are talking about. Our concentration, we are focused on ensuring that our people have access to quality health care. There were no strange deaths in the state. The mortality and, the mortality rate has dropped drastically because we are improving on our health care delivery to the people. That is our concentration. Okay. We are not concentrating on COVID-19.
All right, and I'm glad that you talked about the positive and the negative aspects of a fast-growing population, because when you look at the population, Africa is going to have one of the youngest population. At the moment, we do have a young population. And speaking to KOGI specifically, this could be a blessing and a curse, according to this report that has just been released. When you look at unemployment, what do you do with this growing population of young people? At the moment, KOGI State has a cumulative percentage of almost 40% of unemployed youths in the state. How are you ensuring that that does not become a curse? Yes, you have improving health facility, you have a declining infant mortality, but what are you doing with the young people? Almost 40% unemployment, that's huge.
Thank you very much. The point is that every blessing also has a negative. We understand this very perfectly. What has happened in KOGI State is that we have been able to create an environment that has led to the growth of industrialization. When you go to KOGI today, you have a lot of industries springing up. These industries are employing, engaging our youth in the state. Also, the administration of Alhaji Yahaya Bello has deliberately put in place policies and programs that have empowered youth in the state. For instance, through ICT, we've been able to train hundreds of thousands of KOGI youths in the state to be able to conduct their businesses online. We are creating a knowledge economy, a digital economy that is smart enough to be able to take our youth off the streets. And this is one of the things that we have deployed. Also, some of the forests that used to be the kidnapping points in the past has now been turned to big farms in the state. I can tell you for free that one of the popular footballers in Nigeria has a very big farm in Kogi State. He came to the state because he discovered the state is very peaceful, the state is safe, and he's doing his business there. So we are using ICT, we are using agriculture, we are using capacity building, we are using entrepreneurship to be able to empower our youth in the state. And that is why, that is one of the tools deployed by Alhaji Yahaya Bello administration. In curtailing crime in Kogi State, we did not just invest in arms and ammunition and improving on the welfare of the security agencies. What we have also done is to create jobs, to take this youth from criminality to engaging in very productive ventures that will be able to make them useful to themselves and to the society. And that is helping the state to grow.
Okay, and the saying goes, no man is an island. I imagine Kogi sees itself as a kind of shining light or a beacon to Nigeria. What's your collaboration with your neighbors like, and what more would you like to see done to ensure that this population expansion we speak of translates to our prosperity nationally?
Yeah, the peace that has been created by this administration, the security that has been enthroned by this administration is one of the reasons why you see many people coming into the state from neighboring states. And we accommodate all. We would be able to provide the platform of opportunity for all, because we pride ourselves as the confluence of opportunities. If we have two of the biggest rivers in Africa converging into a confluence in Kogi State, we have a lot of tourist attractions, a lot of tourist centers in the state. These are big opportunities that we know Nigerians will be able to tap into. Then instead of complaining about our nodal location as a state, we are now converting that into blessings, into opportunities, into prosperity. And that is helping the state also to grow. Then, in terms of partnership, we are doing a lot with our neighboring states. We would want them to cooperate more. Because it was a big battle, because some of the criminals from other states used to come to Kogi, being the center of the nation in the past before this administration was able to deal with the situation. We are talking to them, we are collaborating with them. We know that Kogi has become a blessing, a shining example to other Nigerian states, but we know that we cannot monopolize that. And we know that our strength depends on the strength of our neighbors. So we are also working very hard to be able to enter into a lot of partnership, a lot of engagement with them, so that they too will be able to be strong, so that they will not be harboring criminals, so that they can also combat crime and criminality in their areas, so that they can combat youth restiveness in their area, because solving it in Kogi State will not be enough. Okay. We are extending it, being the center of the nation.
Well, Mr. Kingsley Fanwo, thank you so much for coming on Newsday, Commissioner for Information, Kogi State, North Central Nigeria. We appreciate your time.